of what happened to JFK. People loved John Kennedy. He was this good-looking guy who was always hanging out with his beautiful family, and he just seemed to instill a sense of confidence in people. Kennedy rode this positive perception up the ranks of American politics to become the 35th president. This was in the early 60s, when America was in a giant time of transition.
Well, this is a revolution, of course, that is sweeping our country now.
The US was the global superpower, and was locked in a Cold War with another empire a world away. So JFK walks into the presidency to find his military and intelligence leaders causing a lot of trouble around the world. They'd become very comfortable with dangerous secrets. They were funding wars, they were overthrowing governments in faraway countries, they were assassinating leaders that threatened American interests, and they were doing most of this totally in secret. By the way, if you want to know more about those CIA shenanigans, go watch the video where we map all the US coups. Anyway, JFK walks in and sees this as too much. He wants to rein in these spy and military leaders from what he sees as an abuse of American power. He ended up firing and demoting a bunch of these leaders, a lot of these intel and military guys who were plotting and executing covert operations around the world. And he continued to pursue, like, his ideal of world peace. He chose diplomacy over violence when nuclear-armed missiles were found.
We can stop there, folks. For all of you who keep saying, "Oh no, 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 Trump is nothing like JFK. That assassination attempt, you can't compare them. They're completely different." No, Trump is not the new JFK. You keep telling yourselves that. Why? What made y'all? I mean, as you're watching this, what compelled me to even go to this video? To look up the government hating JFK. I mean, just based on the little I played, he wanted world peace. He was against war. He was confident. I mean, does this not sound familiar? Now, yeah, Trump does annoy me after a while, don't get me wrong. But, y'all can't tell me this does not sound familiar, man. That's why I had to look up some JFK shit. Because I just knew there was some correlation. I just knew there were some parallels. Something told me, like, you know what? I bet you when JFK was president, the government probably said, "Oh, he's a criminal." They probably made him look as bad as possible so you wouldn't vote for him. And they probably just kept making him look bad every day in the press. And it wasn't working. So people basically, he had plenty of people on his side. It wasn't the Americans themselves that hated JFK. It's like Trump. Plenty of Americans love Trump, especially knowing how bad we need this motherfucker right now. But it was the government. JFK didn't do what the government wanted. This video just told you what the government was involved in. And JFK was not down with that shit. He was against war and all that. So, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, folks. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell y'all, man. I don't know what else to tell you. It's clear that Trump is the new JFK. Whether you like Trump or not, whether I like Trump or not, the facts are the facts. He is the next JFK. And yes, they will kill him. He will die. He will die for what he stands for, like every other leader has. And when his son, and we know his son is going to run up in there for office, they're going to kill him too. Just like they killed all JFK's family. Yes, they will. They will kill Trump's family. Now the government is a one-trick motherfucking pony. And they're only... And that one trick is, Let's demonize him. Let's make up lies. Let's demonize him. Let's call him a criminal. Oh, he's a criminal. This and that. Can't name no crimes, but he's a criminal. I bet you JFK went through all this shit. Probably he probably went through the same exact shit that Trump went through for the last 8 years, man. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that. I bet both my ass cheeks that JFK had the same presidential run. I'm willing to bet. And that first year, it worked on Trump. It worked. It got people to vote for Biden. It stopped Trump from getting a second term. Yeah, oh yeah. That bullshit worked while Trump was in the office. But the problem is, one trick pony that has kept doing it more and more. They just kept doing it. Even after he was president, they kept, Biden was already in there and Trump was gone. They just kept dirtying him, making these bullshit ass cases. Why do you think he's not in jail? Because they're not real, man. They're not real cases. What do they do? Tell you? Now I know a lot of y'all don't know y'all history. The classic, he didn't pay his taxes. But see, what they don't tell you is the rich don't pay taxes. That's what they don't tell you. The rich don't, the poor, the middle class pays taxes. The rich don't pay taxes. Any celebrity that goes against the grain, when they get punished, their punishment is they didn't pay their taxes. Okay, we saw them do this with Wesley Snipes. He didn't pay his taxes. These motherfuckers are rich. What you mean they didn't pay their taxes? They didn't pay their bills. So yeah, this is what they do, man. Y'all want to sit up here and believe, oh, he ain't the next JFK. Well, like I said, those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. He's not the next JFK. He's just whatever the media says he is. Okay. JFK went against what the government wanted. Trump went against what the government wanted and fired a bunch of people. The same thing we just heard in this clip I played. JFK was firing a bunch of people in the staff because he was against war and all that other bullshit they was doing. I mean, what makes him any different from Trump? But anyhow, y'all can set y'all opinion in the comments and tell me how y'all feel about this shit here. Am I making sense or is it just going to be I'm going to get the response of, oh, Miko Media is a faggot. He don't know nothing. He's stupid. He's smooth face. He gay. Is that what I'm going to get, folks? Because those who fuck with me know that if you give me an inch of information, I'll stretch that motherfucker to a mile. So, yeah, peace out.